Yo, what's going on, boys? Abu here, coming again with the top ladder gameplay. So, in the first match here, we've got with a very good recruits player. I know he has a very good matchup, but I just try to win, I guess. So, I just go for miner in the back because I know he doesn't have Nado. Goes Barbaro, I just don't know what his spells are. So, I just go for Goblin Gang mostly just to apply pressure. He goes Cage. I thought the Cage was evil. I didn't know it was not evil because it's the normal recruits deck, so everyone runs Evil Cage. So it just happens to have Cracker in the deck. Should have really let the Cracker activate my King Tower, but that was bad by me though. I didn't really know the deck, but when he played Bigs, I was sure he was playing recruits. But it was such a strange deck. So we are just overcommit on the Bigs because I don't have any good answer for it. Just our counter to my deck really. And the Flying Machine as well. The matchup versus recruits so hard, and add to that the Golden Knight, I mean, which makes the matchup very hard. So just go for Cannon Cart in the back. Nothing really good to play right now. So I just waiting to snipe the machine. I have the gang ready for the machine, but he just happens to play it behind the recruits. Very smart by him. I thought he was gonna go for it in the middle. He just doesn't. Now my cannon card dies, he gets a lot of value out of his flying machine. I just go for bats like this just to distract the machine and kill the recruits. I get some damage, but I really didn't do any mistakes, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try to get my damage back, but it's so hard. Just goes for Cracker. I don't know why he has Cracker in his deck. Just go for Mortar, trying to activate my King Tower. Do get the activation and just go cannon card to kill the cage because I have nothing else to play. I need my Ice Wizard and the Skelly King for the recruits. So it just goes for a Golden Knight just for the 3 card cycle, and he goes for recruits in the back, which is like I have nothing to do when he does that because my mortar is not in cycle. It was a very good recruits by him. He goes for Barbaro, very good Barbaro. I go for a very bad Bats, which actually die, all of them die to the flying machine. Very bad by me, but I really didn't have anything better to play. So just trying, I know the matchup is really hard, but I didn't think I would win really. So here the flying machine finally dies after staying on the field for a whole 1 hour. So just go for mortar, keep up the pressure really, but I didn't think I was gonna get damage out of it, which I don't actually, but just force out a lot of defense out of him. Just goes for recruits at the bridge and flying machine and golden knight. Goes for a very good bigs. I mean, but the flying machine is still alive, and I can't really touch the flying machine. Look at the flying machine. This matchup is such a horrific card to play against, really. So I just go for Golden Knight in the back because I mean Skeleton in the back because I really don't have a good answer to play versus the Golden Knight. So I'm just trying to get damage, but I literally lost hope in this matchup because how would I get damage? So he goes recruits again and still hopeless really. What can I do? So just hoping for a miracle to happen, and the mortar doesn't even get a shot on tower, and he just keeps going bigs with the flying machine, which is so hard for me to defend. And the flying machine gets so much value the whole match. Very good flying machines by him. So I just go for mortar again, hoping to touch his towers. I go for arrows, which again he responds by recruits. I don't get a lock, and matchup is not really going the way I want it to go, and just try to DPS the machine down, and he just keeps protecting it. Now I go for evil mortar, and look what happens. I just go for Skelly King, hoping for something to him, but the Golden Knight actually skips past the mortar and lets my mortar lock on. I get a mortar lock. I don't know how until this moment. And yeah, that's basically wraps to the game. I don't know how I won, but yeah, I guess stuff happened that one. Alright, so next game, I'm playing versus Jurs. Very good mortar player, but I didn't know what he was running in this matchup. Just go for mortar first play, just trying to guess what his deck was. Goes for Ice Spirit, then I knew he wasn't playing mortar. Goes Valkyrie, still don't know his deck really. So I go for Ice Wizard, and it just goes for Goblin Hut. Very aggressive by him, but now I knew the deck. I knew he was playing Splashyard with Witch. Very tough matchup for me, but I guess it's winnable, more winnable than the Recruits one in the previous matchup. So just go for ability because he doesn't have Valkyrie and Cycle. I get like one stab of Goblins, but it doesn't really matter in the start. So just go for Bat, cycle into my Evo and preventing the spear damage. Just gotta not give him damage in this matchup because it becomes really close at the end. So here just go for Mortar again. I knew he didn't have any good answer. So it just goes for Goblin Hut. I just go for Ice Wizard, trying to kill the Goblin Hut. The Mortar gets a lock on the tower and that's a hit. So it goes for a very late witch. I think it was on purpose to not make the mortar target the witch. So it just BMing, I don't know why. So I just go for Scary King here, trying to kill the witch. So here a very good counter push, but I do a really bad mistake. I should have went for the mortar on the right lane, because I gave him like too much value of Poison Barbaro. That was a very bad mistake by me, and it could have won me the game if I went mortar on the right, but you just gotta learn from your mistakes. Just don't give any splasher the poison value he needs, and you should win really. I mean, it's not winnable versus normal splashyard, but this matchup is pretty winnable, I would say, because he doesn't have Baby Dragon, which is like the hardest counter to the deck, really, beside to the Usher Queen. So he goes for Spear Goblins opposite lane, just give him the damage he wants, and just go for Goblin Gang, trying to protect my mortar. So here it was looking very good for me, but he just goes for Evo Witch, so I gotta reset again. Just pressure. No, I don't reset. I just pressure because he went Evo Witch, which is actually, I think looking back at the game, it was not the play. I should have like reset it again and saved the Evo Bats, push for the Evo Mortar push, just to go the double Evo at the same time. But yeah, I guess stuff happened in that game, and just go for Ice Wizard with the mortar. Just clean up pretty nicely the witch. So he just goes for Valkyrie. I'm just trying to apply pressure on both lanes, but I just don't get any damage really. So he has double witch on the field, which is not looking good for me, and he gets like 1000 damage out of one graveyard, which actually makes me tilt so bad here. I was so tilted after he got all of that damage. So here I just go for Goblin Gang and Bats, and he just defends flawlessly. Like only the miner is the thing that got damage. Just go for Cannon Cart in the middle, and I go for Mortar as well. Very good Mortar with the Cannon Cart, just to not give him poison value on my tower. Just he can poison the both and not my tower. Just go for Eris, trying to kill the witch, and Goblin Gang. Very good Goblin Gang by me, and the mortar gets a lucky shot on the two goblins, and I get a mortar shot. He was, I mean, he was so tilted at this point, I can see. So I just go for Cannon Cart Ice Wizard on the graveyard, because I don't want to take any damage. I just took 300 damage, but it's the graveyard tax, like, just can't stop that. So I just go for the minor bats and Evo bats and Skelly King, just stops it. So Cannon Cart again, like DBS and down everything, and I go for a very good arrows. Mortar gets a shot on the bar barrel, and now the mortar gets a lock, and that's a wraps to the game. Just like that, it was an easy game. Just gotta defend pretty well and play it safe until he doesn't have the Evil Spirit or Witch in cycle. Now let's hop into the next one. So for the final game of the video, playing versus this guy, I really didn't know what he was playing, but since I saw the name, I figured out he was playing splashyard, but it wasn't the case. He was playing hog. I saw the hog, I knew the deck, because this guy only plays with the hog mini P.E.K.K.A, the only guy who plays this deck. It's a really tough matchup, really, especially in single, because my cycle is heavier than his cycle, and he just can outcycle me so easy. Like, look at his cycle. He's just gonna go for hog when I don't have mortar, because can't really do anything. Like, when I just played like 2 cards, and he just back to hog. Can't really defend that. Just go for Skelly King, and yeah, that's about it. I just don't want to overcommit in single, and I get like 1000 damage. I really didn't do any mistakes in this one, but it's just the deck nature in single. It's just so hard to defend. Just go for a very good miner here, but he goes Ice Golem like nothing even happened. He just goes for log. I could have went for gang, but he had EQ, so that's why I didn't go for gang. So I was just holding my mortar cycle in hand because I expected a hog out of him. Now he goes for the hog, and I go for Ice Wizard in the back just to slow down the hog, avoid it from getting a hit. So he's holding his cracker in hand. I mean, he can just go for it, and I can't punish him because, yeah, that's how the deck plays in single. It's so hard to play versus this in single. So I was just trying to keep my tower alive the whole single, like 15 seconds left. I mean, it's still hard in double elixir, but I feel like it's more winnable because you can just build double evil bushes and arrows on the cracker, and evil bats are game-changing card in this one. Evil bats are really good in this type of matchup. I just go for evil bats and miner, and I knew he had evil skellies. I thought he was gonna go for them on the cannon card, but he didn't. He just goes for a very good firecracker. I really didn't expect that placement, but well played by him. I go for a very bad Skelly King. Don't get the activation. Very bad mistake. So I just go for cannon cart in the back, the same lane of the hog, and just trying to defend that without my evil mortar really, because I need it for offense. I'd rather take the hit or 2 hits and just attack with the mortar. I'll go for mortar in the middle. Like that to make the cannon cart like shoot anything he puts in the middle. So goes for a very good mini P.E.K.K.A and just get a hit on the right lane. Doesn't left lane doesn't really matter, but it is a hit. Now he goes for a hog again and just trying to hold off. Like the game is so tough, so I just don't give him the cracker damage and go for a very good Skelly King. He just goes for Ice Golem mini P.E.K.K.A, effortlessly defending really, and like just put in 1 or 2 elixir cards. Here I go for a very good Ice Wizard. It was predicting the Evo Skellies, and I get the Evo Skellies and the mini P.E.K.K.A as well. I forced out like a lot of elixir on this one. So here I just go for minor Evo Bats and holding the arrows in hand. So I get a very good arrows on the cracker and Ice Spirit and 2 Bats lock on the tower, which like gives me some hope in the game. Like makes me still think I can win this because the Evo Bats like are game changing really, can win you the game in any second. So I'm just keeping my mortar and cycle, don't want to play it until he plays a hog. So here just go for a very good goblin gang because he spent his log aggressively, and I get too much damage actually, which is more than the right lane. So I just switch lanes because get more damage on this lane. And I go for a very bad arrow, should have waited really, but I was scared of the evil cracker. So here he just goes for a mini P.E.K.K.A hog push. I just go for a very well timed goblin gang. Stops the mini P.E.K.K.A from DBS and the mortar. I get a mortar shot as well. Just trying to apply pressure. Here I knew he was gonna go for mini P.E.K.K.A on the miner. That's why I went Skelly King opposite lane, because I knew I wasn't gonna have any tank in cycle. Just happened to get like very good damage with the ability, and mortar gets a shot on the right, on the left. And I go for minor bats because I knew he didn't have cracker in cycle. Now he has it in cycle, but I just don't arrows the cracker. I just get the tower damage, and I went for arrows on the right because I wasn't watching the left really. And that's a wraps to the game. Like he doesn't have time, and That's wraps to the video with some matchups which are very hard for my deck. I'll try to do live commentary soon, but see you guys in the next one.